Okay, go when you're ready. Do not adjust your set. Hey, opening the show with one of our buddies, look. T-rated. Okay, Jilly. Okay, can we just go for this mic check, right? Okay. So at the moment, let me just say hello. Hello. Hey folks, it's a little bit dark, isn't it? It's because of the sun right behind me, that's why. Hey everybody, how you doing? Hope you're well. Hey look, it's Wednesday, it's the midweek show, and we're at London Heathrow, believe it or not. And got some very weird sort of like weather going on around me at the moment. I'm very, very lucky not to have been hit by that cloud over there, because that's a big cell with a lot of rain in it, which these guys on approach, which you will have just seen with that Virgin 350, he had to come through it. Gillian, can you just keep me posted on approaching aircraft, because I can't see anything. Do I have anything on approach, on finals, or anything like that? Okay, so this is the camera mic, Gilly. Yeah. Doing an intro, you've probably got a lot of wind noise on it and all that. And all that. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now the thing is that it will sound okay, Gilly. Yeah, it will sound okay, but you will be getting buffeting from the wind. So let's just, because that's, and it should be about now as well, because I'm seeing the windsock on the camera monitor with the different values. Right now there's nothing there. Smooth as you like. Okay, right, okay, just keep me posted on anything on finals, Gilly? Yeah? Okay, here we go then. Mic number 2. Okay, Gilly, this is the boom mic attached to camera, to the camera assembly. This is boom mic with foam. Can you write boom mic with foam? Okay, ready? Here we go. Boom mic going in now. Okay, folks, there we go. So there you'll find that it's a little bit bassier and all that sort of stuff. So this is a very professional boom mic. Now it's not wireless, which is the good thing. So the important thing is, but the interesting thing is, Gilly, listen to my voice, because it's a directional. Can you hear that? Okay, but when I go round the back of the other side of the camera, and I talk like I normally talk, like over there, a Virgin Dreamliner, Qatar Dreamliner. Am I very sort of like in the distance? Right, no. Any wind noise coming through on that mic with the phone? Little bit. Okay, let me put the furry thing on. Come here, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. No. Come on. I just want you to get on the just get on the mic. Come on. Get on the mic. Get It's a little bit more. Oh, can you hear that start up? Okay, that's good. Okay, so now this is okay. So next, this is mic number 3, basically. Oh, why not? This is mic number 3. Boom with the fluffy end on it. Yeah. Boom with windsock, and it's come here. You got a bit of. Come here. You got something on your cheek there. Wipe it off. Didn't you hate that when your mum used to do that? Come here, just and you go, oh, get off, get off, get off. It's like, it's big. Yeah. I'll arc at that. So this is very interesting. It'll get better. It'll get better. It'll get better. We're in a bit of a sticky wicket at the moment, but we'll get out of it. We'll get out of it. Just wait for that Dreamliner. Yeah, man, yeah, because the little bit of dribbly soup that you had from breakfast or something, or whatever it might be. I didn't have soup for breakfast, by the way. But whatever you had on there, it's like, it's all crustacean, isn't it? And it's like, you know, get off! You know, putting a spit all over your face. Anyway, right, well... Oh, say it then. Okay, so that's boom mic with the... 380 going out with windsock, yeah. Oh, I just got to get that 380. I think that was a Dreamer 10, wasn't it? Oh, yeah! so that's that, Mike. That's good, jolly good. Joe Smith asking why we're not at the paddock today. I'll tell you why we're not at the paddock. Because it's if you ever watched any footage of World War I and the trenches and the quagmire, giggity, the quagmire, literally between in no man's land or anywhere around the trenches. And it's basically like that, the run into the paddock. So fortunately for us, we've got a great a guy who looks after the paddock. He actually looks after the horses, feeds them. He's a builder. So I've called him up and I said, we're going to have to literally go in there, get some Type 1, throw some Type 1 in there, use the old, you know, the vibrator, the tamper, the whacker. I think they call it a whacker. Yeah, use the whacker plate. Get that Type 1 down, put something over the top of it, and basically we have to dig 2 trenches all the way up to where it, because it's a bit of a hill going up onto the grass, and it's only 2 trenches because that I can just keep the wheels of the van on that, and then we basically fill that trench with Type 1 and then we'll be in there. So we're doing it in the very early part of New Year, folks. We're going up there, we're going to spend a day up there and get it all done properly so that I'm not going to get stuck, because even with these big truck tyres, trust me, it's a bleeding nightmare. And I wouldn't get in there, is the bottom line. So what else? Wow, folks, honestly, what about the Virgin do the other day with all the folks? I can't thank enough all the folks from Virgin Atlantic, Gareth, the pilots, the guys who were all involved in it, in the back office, London Heathrow Airport Limited, the guys in the tower, all the people landside, the folks, those guys who pushed her back and all that, Dave from engineering, all the fellas and girls that turned up just to watch her go off. It was a very, very somber moment, and one which, to be honest with you, Heathrow, you need to be proud of that. You need to embrace it, be proud of it, and enjoy the fact that we, as a global community, love your airport, and we thank you. We thank you, Heathrow. It's a big one going out. So that bike's working okay, yeah? Okay. But when I'm standing in the background here, you can't hear me at all. But can you hear me, or is it just very distant? Okay. Well, this is perfect for oh, that's very kind. That's very kind of you with Simon. But sun is so bright, man. Okay, so we've had that amount of time in that one. Now we're going to switch. Now we're going to switch to the wireless mic. Okay, right. So that's good. Like I've got 2 hands, folks. I've got 2 hands, and that's it. Turn that up, turn that off, put that. It's like, bless him, Arif. Do you remember Arif with his board of switches? Like, switch this out, switch that out, do that, turn that on, attach that to that, do that. I've got 2 hands, man. One's using the zoom, the other one's panning. That's all I can do. I haven't got, like, Yeah, Cherry 4. Okay. Right, well, here we go then. So I'm going to fire this one up. Now you will it will make a noticeable difference, basically. So what I'm doing is I'm attaching that. I'm switching over now to the wireless. Wireless in going in 3, 2, 1, on. Wireless should now be on. Okay. Now, what's the difference with that? Obviously, the fact that it's surround sound, isn't it? I can walk anywhere and you get it. Okay. So we know that the wireless is the mic for here, and the boom is interviews, air sides. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so many amazing comments and feedback from everybody, folks. Just very humbled by the fact that we pulled it off and we did it. You know, everybody worked doubly hard to make it happen. And shall I tell you what was the most amazing thing? Was the fact that we got a full run out, rotate and departure shot. Because trust me, there was a ginormous, great big 777 right next to me, American Airlines. You might have seen it in the shot, but we were lucky, man. We were so lucky. Lucky it wasn't busy. Put it that way. Because you know what? The position that we were in. Think about this. If it had been busy, we would have had a big lineup of planes, and every chance that we would have had one taxiing out as we were following Pretty Woman down the runway. We got the full tracking shot, the rotate and the departure, and that amazing wing wave. And I hope you all enjoyed the little short piece that I edited just so that we had something up there. But you know what? Flipping it. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay. Oh, nice, nice. Okay, I've got him. Sorry, folks, sorry. I was just looking behind me there, that's why I lost it. I just want to see if we get any fluff. Yeah, you can, yeah, yeah. Okay. 777-2, as you can see, let's just give you an idea of the winds that we're witnessing at the moment. It's a gentle south westerly breeze. Is that right? Would I be right in saying that? Probably about 1 or 2 on the stint meter. I call it, it's not golf, I know, but in terms of, because the sock has segments to it. I think segment 1 is 10 to, I don't know actually, I'm not even gonna make that up. It's like 0 to 10 mile an hour, and then if it's 2 segments, it's up to 20, and then I think when it's completely horizontal is when it's about 40 mile an hour or something like that. But anyway, I'm sure someone's going to come on the comments, and I will come to your comments very shortly, folks. Now we've done that mic check. Watch the wings flexing. Watch the ends of the wings, ladies and gents. That's the incredible thing. Look at those wings flexing. Wouldn't it be great if that was Jamie? Oh, she's had a wash. Either that or that's a new inboard flap. I think that's maybe a new inboard flap, because that's a very clean flap. Oh no, she's had a wash. Look, you can see the inboard section of the outboard flap is also clean. So they must have cleaned those flaps. Yeah, his port side is quite dirty. And old dirty out there. There we go, look at that. 3 Virgins in a row. Okay, so I can remove this mic now, which is a good thing. Just going to be a little bit of bumping on the screen, folks. Sorry, I'm just disconnecting this mic. That was one of the refuelers that we were with the other day. Not the bloke, but it was one of them. You know what I'm talking about. Those things are always difficult to answer. You can't, it's not straightforward, is it? It's not straightforward, that is. Okay, so we've got 4 ports all singing and dancing. Let me just, sorry folks, just going to wind back out of that for a second. You're right. You're right. Just putting your coat on. Oh, listen to that. Nice. Okay, folks, I have to tell you, very interesting. I spoke to a good friend of mine the other day, Andrew. I don't know if you're watching right now, Andrew. Good to speak to you, mate. He's a captain with Virgin Atlantic. He's one of the old school boys, like Zane and Mark and Carl. Those guys came from and with Tim as well. The old school crew that came from back in the days when my old man was sort of retiring out of being a pilot. But the old school days, Andrew used to fly right at the beginning. He went to America and learned how to fly, basically, self-financed, and ended up on BAC 111s. Has told me some fantastic stories about flying, like you do. You're going to have those stories. But what happens out of wherever stays wherever, if you know what I mean. But yes, very interesting, because I said, how you doing, mate? Because I call him periodically. I call him periodically, and I said, are you flying? And he was like, mate, I am he's Virgin, by the way. He's a Virgin Dreamliner captain. He said, I am absolutely flat out. I was like, oh, that's great, mate. That's great news. You're working hard. Well, it's good news, but in a way, it's very tiring for these pilots, folks. I'll just give you a little bit of an insight into it. He did a flight out to Mumbai, 9 hours, yeah, 2-man crew, not Fu Manchu, 2-man crew, to Mumbai with freight. Now, this is all freight, maybe 1 or 2 passengers who are diplomats or whatever it might be. But in general, this is all freight, all belly freight, and that is what Virgin have diversified, as they have, and made a very, very broad proud point of the fact that they are offering a facility for cargo, basically, for anybody who wants to fly freight, especially in the current climate. And also, I was speaking to Gareth actually about the fact that they are also, fortunately, a couple of years ago, they started looking into shipping pharmaceuticals. And fortunately, that 2 years has basically put them ahead of the game in a lot of ways. And so they are in that sort of like, in that area where they can ship pharmaceuticals, therefore the vaccines, etc., etc. So they're getting involved in that. But they're opening up new routes down to Cape Town, and Andrew basically told me that they go to Mumbai. Now, as a pilot, what you can do is you can pay for a test. If it comes out negative, you can basically show that at the other end. That then gives you access to sort of like, I wouldn't like to say wander the streets because you wouldn't really want to do that, would you? But basically gives you a little bit more freedom. If you don't have a negative test, these are pilots by the way, if you don't have a negative test, you are confined to the hotel, just inside the hotel, which is better than being confined to your hotel room. So at least you've got access to the restaurant or whatever facilities are open. But as you know, these great guys here at the Renaissance, they're doing everything that they can to look after the people who most need to travel, the crews and the frontline workers and essential workers and so on and so forth. I'll come back to that story in just a second, and I mean that most sincerely, folks. Right, GP? Everything good? Oh, okay. So it's just very interesting what these pilots are going through at the moment in terms of, oh, look at this, 330. Whose is this? Oh, no, 350, sorry. I must get my eyes tested again. Just for that very small moment, it's got quite a sort of like pointy angle of attack when it comes in. So you can be, especially with the A330 Neo, you can mistake that with a 330 Neo. Okay, Virgin's 350. Where's she in from, Jilly? Because we had the inaugural to... So she's in from Lagos. Okay, so that's Northwest Africa, isn't it, Lagos? Capital of Nigeria? Should I really say that? Do a time check on this, Jilly. Yeah! You want to look at that brake to vacate. Look at that. It's an auto system. I think that might have been the auto thrusters. Brake to vacate a specific exit of the runway, I think. We'll talk more about that with a pilot in the future because we're going to do a lot of stuff with Virgin. Really excited to do stuff with them. Rolls-Royce on the XWBs. Yeah, lots of very exciting things coming up in the future. One of BA's 350's just gone out. Let's just see if she's going to give us a little bit of wing fluff. So is that T over there? Is that Rosie Lee over there? Let's just have a look. Echo Alpha. That's her. So this is BA's 350. Oh, we just missed a little bit of fluffiness. Nice. Nice. Yes. I've got some clearness. Don't tell me he's over the top now, Gilly. He's over the top now. Okay. Okay. I might get a little glimpse of him. It's the retro, is it? Nice. Well executed, sir. Okay. Okay, he's turning. Wow. Nice. So let me get this right. Egypt Air 330 freighter, yeah? So that will be the one, that could be the one that we saw at Cologne, that we started the show with at Cologne. That interestingly enough, we thought that we were told that they normally disembark all the, they remove all the freight there and it goes by road to the UK. Well, that's not going to be happening anymore at the moment, is it? So that's possibly one of the reasons why that they're doing that freighter flight again, because this isn't a daily flight, is it? The Egypt Air freighter. This is a sort of like ad hoc, sort of like. Right, let's talk to some people. Talk to the. I've got two, Julie. I've got two notifications on my phone. On my phone. Two notifications. One from Facebook, one from us. So that is brilliant. For finally, life has new meaning to me. There's beauty up above, and so continue to feel to joy. You wake up and suddenly. That's a nice B-roll shot, that is. Look at that. Virgin Atlantic, the People's Airline. It is, isn't it? It is the People's Airlines. People can relate to them. Look at that. 4 in a row. That's just a great shot, isn't it, eh? Look at that. Go on, son. Right, okay. Oh, Dom from Bryce. Yes. Aeroflot 777 going out. We might get some fluff off of him. Fluff Freeman. Don't ask me that. Flipping it. It's probably only last week or something. It was about 6 months ago or the other way round. Wow. Got your comments open, folks. Going to come to them now. Hey, what is it, Gilly? We need another 1,000 subscribers. Is that right? Who's going to... And the 1,000... What would... Right, need... No, 916, not 916,000. Yeah. 916 new subscribers, folks. Can we do it? Can we crack it on today's show? Subscribe to the... It's interesting, I have to say. I met this fella. I went out Halfords yesterday by the ad blue for the van, you know. Oh, look at this. He's a little bit off centre, this fella, isn't he? This is your 330. No, it's another 350. See, I thought it was a 330 Neo for a second. Why would I think that? Singapore Airlines, right, he was a little bit off centre there. The mini slinger, ladies and gentlemen. Julie, can you get the regs? Can you get the regs and flight numbers on the opening 350 and the one that just landed with Virgin? Oh, that was great, that reverser. I don't know, that was sort of like, it wasn't heavy, but it was like a football team, like the team has scored a goal. That's what I put it down to. You have to know exactly what I'm talking about when you have to be on my level, basically. It's a little bit difficult to do every now. What's that? Oh, Domo. Yeah, are you serious? Okay, we're hearing, folks, that apparently one of the air tanker 330s, is that one of the not because but air tanker is the company, isn't it? But is this one of the official actual air tankers, like for instance Boris Jet, you know, and refueler itself, one of the RAF refuelers? So that's a 330, but that's the Egyptair, isn't it? Wow, look, he's just come through that cloud and he's splitting that cloud. No, it was just the reverse on that was very relaxed to an extent, but loud, if you know what I mean. Sometimes it's really abrupt and really harsh, you know, which is brilliant. I love that. But that was sort of like long and at the same power all the way through, and it was just fantastic. I thought so. The first one we opened up with. Yeah. I think that He's gone way past me by now, hasn't he, that Cargolux 7.4. Sorry about that. I've got to get this A330 because we might get some ribbons off of her. R&D, research and development. Ground. Riverman Blues. No reversers, Trent 700s. No reversers. Look at that, all on the brakes, and obviously the spoilers, the ground spoilers as well. But look at that, no reversers. Normally you get the side door reversers, the 4 on each engine. Oh, look at that 330 going out. That's got to pop a little bit of fluff, hasn't it? Clamshells, as they're sometimes called. That'll make a right turn. Ribbons. I seem to think we have. Purple-rain, purple-rain. Oh. Oh. Yeah, well. Oh, that's got to make the pilots feel good when they're taxiing past all those active aircraft. You know, oh, that's just quality, isn't it? I was telling you the story about Andrew, wasn't I? Okay, this is a 767. Look at this. Barry or Gary? This is cargo jet, isn't it? This is cargo jet. Oh, easy, son. It's a little bit unsteady. Here we go. Wow, look at that old girl, mate. Look at that. Oh, look at the state of her. Wow. Patchy and everything, man. Has she, have they taken the cargo jet livery off of the fuselage, or are they prepping the fuselage for her to have it on? Okay, so she was only converted in September. Ben Brown, thank you for that. So has she got a cargo door? So converted, obviously. So they just haven't had time to put the livery, because they have to make a lot of changes to the structure of the aircraft. It's not just putting a door in. They have to reinforce the floor. They have to put lots and lots of new stuff. And I think even some of the around the wing route as well, possibly just reinforcing the whole thing. So you see, that's why it's got so many patches on it. Let's just have a look at this, see if we've got the get a shot of the cargo door. Yeah, there's the cargo door up front. You can see that conversion there. So she's been converted from passenger to freight. Ah, that's why you're seeing all that. Okay, there's a few windows there. You can still see some of the window. Let's just grab this quick. Look at that for a flexi wing, folks. All carbon, all plastic. It's a plastic aeroplane, ladies and gentlemen. That's the reverser doors that you're seeing there sliding forward. Ah, okay, there she is. Okay, so she's still kind of in her. Wow, look at that. Nice. She's still dressed in her conversion sort of like, you know, paint, if you know what I mean. She hasn't been completely finished yet, just because they probably haven't had time. They've just got her straight out of the conversion shop and put her straight into service. That just goes to show the demand for freight at the moment. And it's looking like, with all this stuff that we're getting from overseas, from Europe, that a lot more operators are going to start reaping the benefits of air freight. So the likes of, I mean, of course, FedEx already utilising air freight, but you're going to see a lot more of those feeder flight type stuff going to be happening, possibly at East Midlands, where you have the feeders coming in, where it gets put through the distribution centre at East Midlands and then put back onto some of the transatlantic stuff or international flights. So quite a I mean, EMA is a big operator in the UK for freight. Done a piece with them airside last year, and or was it this year? Can't remember. But we will no doubt be doing some more stuff with EMA in the. And hello to JMO, by the way, if you're watching, James. Sorry I haven't been in touch. And also, there's somebody else I want to give a shout out to, because we've been talking for some time. We've been talking for some time about getting involved with them, and I'll read that out in a minute. Honest, I will. Caught by a little tiny thermal there. So we may well get to see that cargo jet go out a little bit later on. Domo saying air tanker on its way. So what's the time now, Gilly? Is it gonna make it? Oh, that's going to be a close call. This is all Nippon. You know what I was going to say, is it ex-Air Canada? Was it Air Canada once? Oh. Well, no, I caught it. That 350. What was that? Was that a inaugural flight? Oh, Dorothy, okay, yeah, Dot, as in Dorothy, yeah. Ruby slipper, there we go. I should get CHA, Prince Charming. Oh, isn't that nice, man? Is that a YouTube comment or? Wow, man. So yeah, as I was saying about, as funny enough, one of Virgin's Dreamliners pushes back. Whether that's going to remote or not, it looks like it might be for a startup. But yeah, these guys will do, like, you know, a 9-hour flight, 2-man crew. They will stay in Mumbai basically all night, 24 hours, either in the hotel, or if they get a negative test, they can have a wander around outside. But basically, it's a 24-hour turnaround. So when they get there, the crew that was on the previous flight will then take that aircraft back to London Heathrow. Andrew and his crewmate will hang out in Mumbai for 24 hours. Then the next flight will come in. They will switch over with them. So it is it's crazy amount of work that these pilots are putting in with Virgin, and of course it's a revenue stream, and it's well deserved, because they are constantly adding new routes and thinking outside the box, and that's why we love them so much. And they're cool as well anyway. Ian Shakeshaft, good day to you. Dominic, Air Tanker on its way. Rab H, BCal Pam. Christoph's, Fly Emirates 380, super close to 10,000 subs. 100,000, I think that is. Fly Emirates. Start up. So we're going to get that. This is number 2 starting up. Yeah, we did just now. I followed him out. I just got him going through the gap. So we're done on. So this is this Dreamliner is going to be. Look at that. Big screen stuff, that is. Oh, nice. Nice. High five. Back of the net. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky. Chicago bound. Chicago bound. On the river, let us go by. Do the sky we take. Do. Boeing 787-9. Okay, we've got ABX. Oh yeah, ABX Air half DH, the morphed. It's the hybrid 767 coming out with the splash of DHL on it. Excellent. Kind of missed that the other day, didn't we? Coming in. So we're going to get it today. And I think that cargo jet may turn around before we blah blah. We got a Doha-bound Qatar 350-900. Looks like she's just pushed back. Here we go. First one going out is a Neo. Oh, smell. Should go up quick. Oh! Intersect! You are clear to intersect. This little fella off to Newcastle. Well, Mr. Partridge, like, you're gonna be doing it all around and doing it a little late. I'm sorry, Michael. I just caught one little bit there, something about. Wait, Miss Bunch, like. you'll get to the bit where it's like, what is that? And there's a bicycle outside this thing, and it's painted up, and it's my bicycle lake. It's my bike lake. It's like, what is it? He's painted it. It's called Desert Storm Lake. It's Desert Storm Lake. And Partridge is like, you know, oh, what a tall that is. That's going to really frighten them, innit? You gotta. Oh shit. Anyway, Michael Powell, Leslie Pike. Don't tell him your name, Pike. Jonathan Pyle, Jabir Rafiq, Birman 787-9, 40 nins away. Welcome, Claire. New member with Big Jet TV, Claire Hickley, or Claire Hickey, should I say. We've got to keep an eye on the arrivals on the southern runway, folks, because we do have an air tanker. Is it one of the air tankers? Or is it just... What? Hello? With a interesting livery. No, we haven't, have we? Oh, have we? Oh, right, okay. Oh, G20, the G20, right, okay. Wow, look at that shot. You see that shot with the birdies? Oh dear. You won't catch me, I'm part of the union. You won't catch me, I'm part of the union. You won't catch me, I'm part of the union. Till the day I die. Do you remember that? That's so old school, isn't it? Like the miners' strike and things like that. It's like, come on, man. Get round a table, sit round a table and thrash it out and act like adults and behave like adults and just do the right thing. And remember that you're not just... negotiating on behalf of yourselves, but you're also negotiating on behalf of the people that rely on you to bring your goods to you, if he knows what us means. So, you know, chill, make it work, you know, and we'll all be happy. And like, what's he talking about? Okay, the comet. Could be a turn and burn here. Watch the wing flaperons behind the engines, folks. The little flap that's behind the engine, watch it start to move as he rotates. Immediately, he's flying that plane, and those flaperons there, as well as obviously the ailerons aiding in its direction. In the left and right, basically. Up into some proper murk, and that's coming my way. I'm feeling spots of rain, but hey, we can put up with it. We'll deal with it. Wet runway for departures, how about that? So we're going to get some 767 action, is it, with that DHL? Is it Cologne bound? So this is electric start as opposed to air start on these engines, folks. I think they might have a backup system that gives it an option for air start, possibly. I don't know. I don't really know. To the day I die. To the day I die. Okay. Nick Grattan, frequent flyer. Andrew Gates, Carol Cupcake, Danny Corser. Whose birthday is it tomorrow? Andrew Stott, his birthday today, possibly. Chris Broadhurst is Australia, is he? Oh, g'day, mate. And happy birthday to you, Andrew. Out there in Australia. Ian Roper, Keith Cov, Timmy Toothpicks, Nick Grattan. So Andrew Stott sitting out there in Oz, watching live, London Heathrow live. How about that? That is an amazing thing, isn't it? Might be a bit smoky, this startup. Have been known to be a bit smoky sometimes, these Dreamliners on cold start. It's probably already started them. Actually, is there any? There's no heat coming out of that number one, is there? No, that is a unstarted engine so far. Oh, that's interesting. Look where that Saudi Dreamliner is taxiing, Jilly. Looks like it's gone all the way round and he's coming up this way. Now this might be going to. Is this going to remote or is he unhitching it? Right. Ralph, welcome Ralph Bart. Titan 757. Oh my goodness me, are we in for a treat, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we miss our jumbos, but we still get the old school stuff, and we get jumbos in here, just not as frequently, obviously, nowhere near the sort of frequency that we've been used to. Oh, it's starting up. The flaperon is moving. Okay, because yeah, the flaperon basically. I think all the fluid drains out, or they disconnect the flaperon hydraulics during takeoff, so as not to stress the components inside the moving parts of the flaperon. Because obviously, if it was in a downward position during takeoff, that would obviously put it under a tremendous amount of stress. So they drain. So the hydraulic system is disabled on the flaperon during takeoff, and then as soon as it takes off, then immediately the system. In fact, I think the system fills up as it's about to take off. It doesn't fire up immediately as it takes off. I think it starts literally about maybe 5-10 seconds before the rotate, I think. John Grinham, what plane will Zane and the fellow pilots fly now? Well, it's looking like Dreamliners at the moment. John, thank you, Valerie Dickens, and thank you very much indeed to everybody. Matteo, when the engines are off, the hydraulic pumps don't bring fluid to the surfaces, so they droop. Yeah, no, I'm aware of that, and that's why you sometimes see the rudder so kicked over when aircraft are at stand, because the wind will actually. All the hydraulic systems, obviously, once the systems are run down, hydraulic runs out, but
specifically the hydraulics on the flaperons right now, whereas on the leading edge slats, the flaps, all the hydraulic systems are active, whereas the flaperons will be disengaged, and you'll see that you'll see them so that they can move freely in the wake of the engines. You'll see what I'm talking about when we look in a minute. So that's first time we've definitely seen that, isn't it? Close up like that. Just a little bit concerned about the Okay, air tanker in its 5.9 years in service, started with TC, has been with TUI Belgium, TC Air Tanker and Jet 2. Oh, okay, so this is just one of Air Tanker's, is it one of their passenger jets? It's not, oh, I've got 200 coming out. Oh, this is good stuff, man. We've got some good stuff coming out. That, I reckon that will go out, that Saudi Dreamliner, unless it goes to remote, of course. And here comes that Titan 7.5, man. Look at this. Yeah. So we're going to have Gen X, possibly Pratt & Whitney or CF6 on the 7.6. Rolls-Royce Trent 800s on the 777. And you can hear that hum now as he makes his way towards us. Freighter only, that some great departures. Aer Lingus with a nacelle, engine nacelle replacement nacelle. Yeah. Gonna catch this DHL. Sorry folks, just this is rare as rocking horse poo, so we're gonna grab hold of this. Nice. High five. Oh, we need to move the van, mate. I need to move the van. My line-up shot is. Wow, he was heavy, man. You could almost hear him straining. Wow. Stick with it, son. Stick with it, son. Oh, he's gone. Here we go. Gen X power. That wing flexing, man. Now you'll see what I mean about the flapper on, folks. Behind the engine. Starts in the downward position, then rises or raises. And then just at the point when he rotates, the systems will be active now. There's the rotate. Flapper on is now active. Look at the wings flexing, man. Look at that. See the flaperons moving behind the engines there? As he steadies his ship. Yeah. And the outboard ailerons as well, right on the very end of the wingtip of the aircraft. Wow, gone. Here we go. Dreamliner, Julie. Coming in 27 left. Julie, is that a two Dreamliner? 27 left. Oh. Yeah. The air is so thick that you're getting that really nice, noisy engine note. Just coming in now, folks. I'm going to grab this because it's quite rare. Look at that, from Amsterdam. TUI or TUI. Remember I used to call it TUI when I started Big Jet TV. I didn't know. People were like, oh, now you got to call it TUI. You got to call okay, sorry. Yeah. So, okay. Calm down. It's all right. Here we go. Old school time. Oh, man. Bloody lampposts. That. Is it a repack flight? Is it? Yeah. Listen to this, folks. RB211s, I think. Wait for the wing lights to come on. Wait for the wing lights. As soon as the wing lights come on, bosh, he's on his way. Here we go. Three-stage spool up on the RBs. 1, 2, 3. This could go like a skyrocket if he's empty. Yeah! That was cool. That was really cool. Look at him drifting. Big old set, smoky, smelly as well. Smell those RBs, man. Look at the smoke. Oh, we love your 757. You bring that in as many times as you like, Titan and DHL. Come on, let's have your 75s in, please. They think you're... Okay. And see all the freight being unloaded out of that 350. All right. Oh. Did you hear that? He's going to standstill. Doug Marshburn. He's only going to standstill. That's 75. Nice. Dean Willis, Miami bound, this Dreamliner. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe that other Dreamliner that just went out there. Yeah, actually, Will W, that's interesting that you did note that that speed tape on the Dreamliner. We think there is just the one, it's a bit like identifying sharks and whales. Oh. It's a bit... Nice. Yeah, it's a bit like identifying fish, you know, large fish, you know, whales and dolphins and things like that by their dorsal fins, and some have got like markings on them or bites out of them and stuff like that from sharks and things like that. But there is one 787 that we just saw going out. I think that was the Miami-bound one that just went out with the speed tape, the silver speed tape. We believe that that particular aircraft is one that has been is a test bed for a new weather radar system that either Heathrow or BA are working in conjunction with Heathrow on, in terms of being able to maintain the same distance between aircraft on landing with very low visibility. So it's almost like an early warning system or proximity warning system, I guess, of some sort, that basically allows them to stay, the spacing to remain exactly as it should be. Interesting that my system showed that Qatar coming out was a 350 or so. There we go. 2E787. Yes, Nick Matthias, you weren't seeing things, Nick. Yeah. Only a little 800 in it. Watch the elevators. There we go. Bang, up she goes. See how little movement you need to get that aircraft airborne. That slightest little pull up on the elevators. Still in the up position now on the climb out. Beautiful wing on the, look at that, folks. So he's going straight to remote as well, look. Look, he's a bit patchy as well. Look at his old patches. Big boy coming out. Got a smile on his face, look. Looks like he means business though, doesn't it? It's a sort of like cheeky smile. It's cheeky. Dream girl, love that. It's a very old aeroplane, that, isn't it? Well, not a very old aeroplane, but just look. I think that was one of the ones that also had its engines reconned by Rolls-Royce. I think TUI were running the Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 power plant. These are definitely Trent 1000s. There it is. So slightest little bit of elevator movement. There we go. Bosh, and he's in the air. And those little vortexes that you're seeing coming over the wing there, they're from the basically vortex splitters, vortex generators that are bolted to the engine cowls to basically direct the air over the wing as opposed to underneath it, where it will be at its most disruptive in terms of dirty air, as it's commonly known. You dirty old air. Who is what? Did he what? What? Who's doing what? Oh. Oh my good God. Oh well. Here it is, look, here it is. Right, no departures, please. So this is one of the passenger variants. Air Tanker is a company called Air Tanker, but they also specialise, they actually supply the current Boris jet, you know, the government jet, the official government jet with the Union Jack livery, as well as obviously air tankers for the RAF as well. Boris's jet is obviously a multi-purpose jet, can be filled with politicians on one day and fueling up a load of Euro fighters the next, literally. So this must be some kind of ad hoc mission, I guess, with Air Tanker. So that aircraft would have been leased to somebody or chartered by somebody from Air Tanker who own the aircraft, along with lots of other aircraft as well. very successful lease company. I think Jet2 and Thomas Cook were air tanker aircraft from memory. It's crazy that we're looking at two aircraft in a shot that we've probably seen on the same day at Manchester in the past. Do you know what I'm saying? Here we go. Oh, here comes the rain. Do 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 do. Falling on my head like a memory, falling on my head like a new emotion. Do 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 do. Stupid boy. Right, here it comes. Here it comes. Beautiful sky. We need attention, attention. Try your eyes, mate. Here we go. Okay, take off. I need to move the band, don't I? Okay, I will do that shortly. Because I've got a sandwich in the van as well that I'm going to grab. Chris Godwin has a friend, cabin crew, on BA113 departing to JFK at 4:25, spending Christmas in New York. Wow. It's not such a bad place to spend Christmas, but there's nothing happening there, is there? You can't really go out wandering around. Oh, is that the Jambo jet coming out? Come on, son, here we go. Wizard. We could get some fluff here. Oh, it's just struggling, isn't it? In that, it's gone. Go, 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 go. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Stephen Billings, Timmy Toothpicks, Peter Henry, Robert Mendez. They could see the Christmas tree at Rockefeller Plaza if they're not quarantined to their rooms. Well, there we go, Robert Mendez. Very interesting, yes. Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. I think some of these pilots are sort of like, you know, doing it themselves. Pilots are doing it for themselves. Gonna get the vaccine. Gonna walk around the town. Anyway, no, they get tested. They have a negative test, and then it's down to the discrepancy of the regulations in the specific country, doesn't it? Really, you know. Like if you are negative, you get there and you're negative. Is that Air China or China Eastern? Hey, that's a nice livery. Have we seen that one before? No? Greenland Group. Interesting. Nice. That's an interesting livery on the belly, isn't it? It's wrapped around the belly, that livery. That's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, cool. Like that. Well, turn around quick, mate, and we can... I'll tell you what, though. Oh, we might see it this side. I don't know. I doubt it, though. But looks good, nonetheless. That's a first for us, definitely. Nice. Nice. High five. Right, okay, get Kenya's Jambo jet going out. Bless you. Oh, look, the lights are on already. Look, Christmas tree lights, runway lights, Christmas tree light. Yeah, okay. So managing to just about, you know, dodge the rain at the moment. As you can see around me, it's clear around me, but as you can see, that end of the runway there is getting a bit battered. So we're all right at the moment. Come here, come here. You've got something on your face. Here. Get off, mum. In front of all your friends as well. Straight out. Look for the wizard, folks. See, pulls in all that moisture, sucking in about a ton of air per second. Here we go. Watch the ground, maybe get a little bit of a wizard. There it is. Tiny vortex. Wow. Almost sounds wrong, doesn't it? Yeah. Reach for the skies. Gone. Okay, now is my... And now the time is near, and so I face the final curtain. Right, okay, let me just do that there, and Do I need to back up or do I need to go forward? If I go forward, I bring the other post into alignment, you see. But if I go backwards, that means I have to disconnect the stairs off the bottom of the Fing Fong. So shall I do that now quickly while there's absolutely nothing happening? Wow, look at that. Let's just get this touchdown first. Touchdown. Sorry about that. Like so. Oh, nice, Bimmen. Nice. Airworld. Okay. In that case, what I'm going to do is, okay, folks, going for a little ride. All right, hold tight, hold on. Have you got your sweets? You want to go for the toilet quickly before we go? Discuss politics on Big Chick TV. We can have a little moan every now and then, but not like a massive discussion, I don't think. That can all be dealt with. Right, I'm just going to quickly tuck into this. We've got a new member, CYYZ Aviation. Good day to you, my friend. Pop, pop, pop. Airbus very fortunate in as much that they've been able to develop a new aircraft, but from a current airframe. Basically, the Neo, new engine option that you're looking at there, apart from a few wing modifications and you know, revised winglets, sharklets, and the bigger engines, have done very little. I think they may have made some slight modifications to the undercarriage. They may be slightly further apart now on the Neos. I'm not sure, but basically they've been very fortunate that the aircraft has been so successful in orders, you know. And obviously Boeing, with the issue with the 737 MAX, as we know, has basically fallen behind in terms of the single aisle variants, and of course Airbus having the A220 as well, as again put them right at the head of aircraft that are in demand, you know, for the short haul families anyway. All right. Oh, that was nice. Oh, now here comes that Qatar 350. Here it comes. A TCC, very true. Boeing can, well, they are actually reliant on the success of their Dreamliner. Very, very popular aircraft. Lots and lots of orders. And, you know, in terms of popularity, with the 350 going up against the Dreamliner, I'd say they're probably quite well matched in terms of their capabilities. You know, say for instance the A350-900 versus the 787-900, for example. I also read a blog the other day from 2014, so 6 years ago, nearly 7, basically looking at the A350-1000 versus the 777X, and their popularity in terms of orders and so on and so forth. But that was 2014. Is that the Sunseeker? No. I always get it wrong, don't I? What's it called? The Smart Wings. That's it. Basically, they're saying that that's why they're developing. I think in 2014, I don't think they were talking about the ULR with the A350 at that stage, were they? Because that is the ULR is the aircraft that will go up against the 777X. Oh, now I've got a sodding great big post in me way. Who are? Oh, mate. No, I mean, I'll get it, but it is like... You know, you make space for another. You get this turn-on shot. Which is, you know, no lampposts now. And then when I do the departure shot, I'm right in alignment with a load of lampposts. Oh, you can't win, can you, eh? I better. Watch for the wing lights. Bang! Stick it through the gate, son. Really hear those titanium blades, man. That beautiful growly noise. Little bit of brake dust there from the undercarriage, from the wheels, as the auto brake systems. Nice. Got a bit of a drift on. It's got a bit of a drift on. Look at that. Wow. So that layer there of cloud that layer there is quite windy, up at about, well, I'd say, what, 1,000 feet? It'll make a left-hand turn straight over the house. Yeah, really happy with the, really satisfied with the little piece that we put together, the little short edit that we put together. Mind that, from Monday. Hope you all enjoyed it. Today was about 40 degrees Celsius for me today. Blimey, fly Emirates 380. But it was dry heat, which I can stand better than being humid. Yeah. I don't know. I like mild conditions. I'm not a big fan of heat. Hot. Korean 777. Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it? You know. Yeah, for those people who understand the sort of, like, you know, how layouts of road structures and you know, lampposts or light poles, as you call them in the US, go. As you can appreciate, folks, look at the amount of light poles that I have here that I have to deal with when I'm shooting. So right now, if I was filming the arrivals, I obviously wouldn't be in this position because these posts would be right in the way. That's why I move forward, you know. I'm obviously restricted to where I can park as well, as you can appreciate. The guys here at the Renaissance. And by the way, folks, just to let you know, in case any of you don't know, as a member on Big Jet TV, you do get a discount off your room rate if you come and stay here at the Renaissance. Obviously, you're not able to do so at the moment, but when things are back to normal, make sure you use Big Jet TV. When you call them up, we'll be able to give you an email address that you can send your request to, and they will then honour your discount here at the Renaissance Hotel, London Heathrow. Great bunch of guys in there as well, folks. I have to say, they really do look after their customers, and I've had nothing but praise, really. And of course, there is no better view from the... let's just make sure that... Yeah, there's no one standing in their room looking out. But basically, they're the rooms that you get. The room with a view like you've never seen before. Let me just... This is foul. Foul. Absolutely foul. Okay. So got Virgin Dreamliner on his way out. 787-9 with BA. Andrew Austin, regarding the third runway, I'm not going to talk about it, but I will say this: whatever happens with the third runway, you know, even if it has been semi-approved by certain things, it has to go right the way through the entire process once again, and it will be years and years and years and years before anything happens with regards to a third runway here at Heathrow. And to be honest with you, it's kind of like sort of like back burner news now, isn't it, in the grand scheme of things with what's going on, you know. But obviously, you know, interesting to get any updates on it that anybody wants, you know. I personally, I don't keep abreast of it because I'm not a big fan of it, I'll be honest with you. It's just going to ruin a lot of people's lives, many people's lives, and neighbourhoods and offices and businesses and, you know, everything. It just mean wildlife and wildlife and vegetation and all that kind of stuff. It just it's a massive disruption. Yeah, it's not like America where we can just go and slap a runway where we like because we've got thousands of acres of, you know, just spare land. We've got communities that have been here for many years to think of, you know, long before Heathrow was, you know, if you know what I mean. But anyway, that's my view. Wow, that's a very early departure for a Dreamliner. See, now that's gonna get on my nerves. That is. You're sort of like you have a good shot on the on the turn on. No taxi lights, no nose light. Yeah! Wow, this thing's rumbling, man. That's more the standard sort of like long, full-length departure of the Dreamliner. Yeah, the little bit of brake dust that you see puffing from the wheels just before they're retracted. Is the wheels, the auto systems braking, applying the brakes to the wheels so that they're not spinning when they go up into the undercarriage bay, because obviously, you know, once the wheels are in a horizontal position, that's when the load on the bearings and other components is at its worst. So that's why sometimes you also see the undercarriage remaining down, because either there's an overheat on one of the brakes and they need to give it a little bit of time to cool down before they bring the undercarriage up, or it is the auto systems are not braking the wheels. So they have to wait for the wheel to stop spinning before they can retract it. Donald Palmer, no, pilots don't get fired for not having the correct lights on, because you know, it's down to, again, pilot discretion. Some pilots don't like to use, I mean, as soon as they land, they may switch the taxi lights they'll put the taxi lights on. Sometimes they'll land with the taxi lights on. Sometimes they'll land with them off. It depends on, really, to be honest with you, it's down to the eyesight of the pilot, really, I'm guessing, or down to his or her personal preference. Oh. Okay, just stand by, Jilly. David saying that previous Dreamliner went to Brussels. That's why she was so much lighter. There we go. Thank you very much indeed. Where's this, Jilly? Which one? No, I'm not married, Rachel. I'm not. And all I've got is a cat. What's this, Jilly? Shout out to... what's his name? What's it? What? Who? Okay, Kirsty Finch. Hi, Jerry. Merry Christmas. Can I get a shout out to my 5-year-old niece who loves watching you? She's called Holly Rose. Sounds like the name of a Dreamliner, doesn't it, for Virgin Atlantic? Holly Rose. She loves the Qatar airline. Okay, there we go. But with a name like Holly Rose, she should be right up with the Virgins, because they, the Virgin aircraft, because they obviously have their aircraft named after cool names like that. Holly Rose sounds like a perfect name for an aircraft. Anyway, whatever. We've got a new member, Naomi Jones. Well, actually, no, Naomi's upgraded to executive. Thank you, Naomi. So there we go. Kirsty Finch giving a shout out to Holly Rose. The JD van. Can't you park next to the post to swing round if you get me? Next to the post. No, you can't. Again, the reason why is because if I go right up by the post, that means that my outshot or my inshot, I've just got a line of posts in it. The closer I go to the road, the more posts I get on the departure shot. At the moment, to be perfectly honest. Right, okay. Richard Hodge. Oh, yeah, right, okay. Airbus. Good day. Mark, Rab H, Andrew Austin, changing the subject slightly. Lancaster bomber coming to the UK next year. Okay, so that'll be the Nanton Lank. Plans to come to the UK once again, because she did fly in and display with the BBMF Lancaster a couple of years back. Didn't know she was coming back, but there we go. Keith Cornell, good day. Graham Blacknell, Edward James, BCal Pam, good afternoon. BCal Pam, one of the people who sent in a very nice Christmas card. Thank you, BCal Pam. Also, folks, a big shout out to all you guys and girls who've sent your well wishes to both myself and Jilly, and to everybody at Big Jet TV. I'll be reading out those your little notes that you sent in with your sticker requests on Christmas Day. We do have a show on Christmas Day, folks, as I do every year. I'll be going to Marks and Spencer's, and I'll be getting my Christmas lunch for one. And mind you, I need to find a big Marks and Spencer's, because the one in Staines is closed, isn't it? So where am I going to get that? Anyway, unfortunately, I ate my Christmas pudding last night, so I need to go and buy another one. And it wasn't one of them little individual ones as well, I'll tell you. It was a walloping great big one, and it was lovely with cream. Oh, Hungstart 101. Okay, so this is obviously a pilot. Hungstart 101. Welcome to Big Jet TV. It's a choice with certain lights. Sometimes we turn them all off in IMC approaches to better see the approach lights. Well, yeah, because you're going to get glare, aren't you? So that's why I'm guessing that, you know, it depends on conditions as well. If it's a wet runway, you're going to get glare off the runway with the lights. So yeah, I can see that. Thanks, Naomi. Fady Vlogs. Good day to you, Fady. Not the most pleasant thing. Okay, then Rab H. Henk Busig. 4 flights of KLM A330 to London Heathrow on Friday and Saturday for freight. Wow, did you hear that? Henk Buysink saying 4 flights, KLM A330s to London Heathrow on Friday and Saturday for freight. So there you go. Melody Robertson, it's 19 here, feels like minus 27. It's minus 19 where Melody is. Wow, that's nuts, man. That's the outer reaches of somewhere, isn't it? Wow. Anthony Wren, boot all that. Stevie Luscombe, Tracy Forsyth. Zoe Black, okay. Airboss, grandfather's favourite mince pies, okay. Zoe Black, GN Man. Is that Gary Newman? Ghost ship. Okay. Low cloud, thick air. We should get quite a nice spool up from this little 320. Little CFM 56 engines, I think. Right, you know what I'm going to do quick? I'm just going to move this van. So, they're putting him in gate, aren't they? Taking him to gate, that 350. See the hydraulics for the elevators at the back. See the elevators in the down position? It's because the hydraulic systems have drained out. Right, okay. 2 seconds, folks. Just 2 seconds. 2 seconds. See, the difficulty is someone standing on the road. Yeah, right, that's it, yeah. Okay, no, forward another foot, yes. Yeah. There you go. Right, so now you see, now let me show you what I'm talking about here. See, now that lamppost there, I've moved that lamppost more into the middle of the runway, so my turn-on shot is now restricted, okay? Right? But my departure shot is now unrestricted. No more lampposts, see? And the same thing I have to do when I position myself for landing aircraft as well. These two posts here, I try and get them in alignment as much as I can. However, when you get those in alignment, that means you have to go to the left. That brings that lamppost into play and puts it in the middle of those aircraft. So, you know, appreciate, please, that it's not just like, you know, why don't you just go and park it there, and then, yeah, it's like, I appreciate your input, honestly, but it is a very, difficult thing to do when you've got so many of these bloody poles around you. It's great when you got like that, for instance, where you got two in alignment. Look, see these two in alignment? So that's basically one pole, and those two down there. So it's a good position that I'm in at the moment in terms of panning, turn on. So you've basically got almost everything you need. All right. We're likely to get that Anglo-Dutch, loving the visuals in the half light. Yeah, it does look kind of like, it almost looks grainy, doesn't it, in a way, which is kind of like moody, you know what I mean? It's a bit like when you put a filter over an image on Photoshop or something. Lamppost bingo. Go Country Stew, what time Christmas Day, please? Oh, here we go, look, here we go. Yeah, we'll see how we go on Christmas Day, but, you know, look out on your notifications is the best way to do it. You know, yeah, exactly. Well, we should know by now, actually. In fact, from last time I looked, it was actually going to be decent. Okay, that's good then. Degrees at lunchtime. Boxing Day. Okay, gonna have to switch. Gonna have to switch. Stand by. No. Now there you go. You see, I got my departure shot now. Unrestricted. Love those dual strobes on the Is it the bow? The bow's the front, isn't it? The bow of a ship is the front of a ship, isn't it? I don't know. Jordan Weir, g'day to you. EGPX Airboss. Jerry, do you always park in the exact same? No, I don't. No, I don't, Airboss. In normal times, when the car park was absolutely rammo every time I came here, it was just a case of opportunity. Having a parking spot available. If sometimes they might have a convention on here at the hotel, in which case the place would be rammo, then I'd be very limited in terms of my positioning. I don't have any special reserved spot here. I obviously, I'm very, very fortunate. We are very, very fortunate. Big Jet TV, you guys, me working on your behalf or negotiating on your behalf to bring you this spot. And it's a long relationship that I've struck up, and that's what you need to do in any business. Networking, speaking to people, speaking to the right people. Sometimes it takes a long time to get through to the right person. You know, when I started Big Jet TV, I remember when the announcement came through that Virgin were going to be retiring their 747s, I was straight onto Virgin and said, listen guys, I'd love to do a piece with you guys on the A350 and the or even then maybe long before the 350s were delivered with Virgin Atlantic, maybe something with the Dreamliner and the 747. I was going to call it out with the old in with the new, but this was a long time ago when I was when Big Jet TV was a sapling. When it was a sapling, it'd just been planted, and it even had one of those little stakes with a bit of rubber around it to help it stand up. Yeah, and of course they were like, well, thank you very much indeed. We don't really know who you are, so you know, we'll get back to you. You know, we'll let you know. Never heard anything, like you do. But again, throughout the years, I've constantly sort of like built up as much relationship as I can. But then this opportunity came along where the right person was at the other end of the line, and that was Gareth Neal. I've got to say, that was Gareth. He immediately saw what was going on, and he was like, right. We know what you guys are capable of doing. We know we'd love to work with you, and then bang, we've now done this with Virgin, and we're very fortunate, and that is what Big Jet TV is all about. I don't go home and then put my feet up and watch Netflix. Well, I do that, but only in the evening. You know, when we don't have a show. We're always working, be it on your merchandise, you know, or on show ideas, working with promoters and airlines, airports, constantly on the back burner doing stuff, you know, and that's how we've managed to get these great shows like we did at Munich and Frankfurt and Cologne, East Midlands, now obviously at Heathrow. And so many other places, and gives us the opportunity to go overseas, and trust me folks, if it wasn't for COVID, by now we would have been to Los Angeles multiple times this year. We would probably be spending Christmas in Miami or something crazy like that. Do you know what I mean? It would have just been a great year for international travel with Big Jet TV. But don't worry, folks. It will happen next year, and that's where your membership really kicks in terms of us bringing you that content exclusively to your set and your set only as a member. And that's why we have, you know, our one way of giving something back is to give you to have member-only chat on as well, you know, so that you feel at least like a community, because we really, really do appreciate your membership, and that is what keeps Big Jet TV, you know, fueled. You are the fuel for Big Jet TV. You are the Jet A1. Where was I going with that one? Virgin A350 on the push, I think. Is she pushing? Yeah, she's pushing. Go on, girl. One last push. One last push. Okay, not electric start on these XWBs, I think. These are air start. Got any passengers on board that jet? Maybe one or two, but don't forget that depending upon the destination for that aircraft, could very well be standby crew on that aircraft. get photo bombed any moment and sound bombed. Here we go. Did you hear that? That was a bit of a howl, that was. Joe Perkins, yes, the app notification did go out today. Gus 1980. I don't really comment much and very rarely watch a live show due to work commitments. I really appreciate everything you do. It's so nice to come home after work and chill out with the planes on catch up. Ah, Gus. What a wonderful thing. And that kind of like reflects the same sort of sentiment with so many people. Thank you so much for your wonderful support. Oh, Hodgie's saying that the 343 with Lufthansa may be back in tomorrow, Jelly. That would be morning arrivals, wouldn't it? I know I'm supposed to be going out and doing stuff tomorrow, but Eve Hosgood saying I have a notification from the app on YouTube. Yeah, so it is, you know. Katie Sale, thank you, Jerry and Gillian. Anyone who we don't know about who work on Big Jet TV behind the scenes. Well, it is literally, Katie, just myself and Gilly, believe it or not. Yes. We stumbled upon you early one morning. I was watching my iPhone when up came a ping and there was Big Jet TV. We were up with the little one. Oh, isn't that nice? RabH, the app has worked flawlessly for me. Awesome job. Wow, folks, I'm going to tell you now that there is an awesome smell of kerosene that's just wafting across from that 350. Wow. Thank you and good night. Which way is he going then? There we go. It's coming up to the northern taxiway. Here we go. It's going to do a 190. Yeah, look at that. Wow. She's humming like the old Trent 8s. Yeah! Oh, hello. He's a late blackbird singing, isn't he? Blackbird singing in the dead of night. It's usually a skylark, not skylark, it's the, what do you call it? Nightingale, isn't it? That sings very loud at night. It's almost like, will you shut up? Hello? Are you a dog? Yeah, I'm a dog. I'm also a dog. Oh, great, we're both dogs. When the dogs keep me up at night. You have to be there. Oh, go on, go intersect. Come on, son. Oh, Chriso did the other week, didn't he? When he was on 09s. Yeah. Oh! No! Are you serious? At 7:40? Oh no, a 7:47. Sorry. Oh, he said at 7:47. Okay, okay. Oh, well, we've got to come and get that, haven't we? Breeze 147's just noticed he's got 3 stripes. Hey! Ben Brown, Air Belgium 340 due in 10 a.m. due out at 11:35. Lufthansa 340 in tomorrow around 11 a.m. So if we were going to do a show tomorrow morning, just a quick one, before I go to the shop, Jilly, to buy those things, because I've got to buy the wrapping paper as well as all that, haven't I? So it's going to be a bit of a... Yeah. It's Christmas time. And Planespotting, but in your world of do-do, when it's a birthday of joy, wrap your arms around the world, Christmas time. What did it wear? Pray for the other ones. Anyway. Blimey, how many comments? Heather. Louis Sylvia Wood. Webbo. Alison Bowers. Jabir. Breeze. Edward James. Stephen Owers. The wife's COVID test has come back negative. Well, hey, what a relief. It means I've got to isolate now. So Stephen Owens, looks like you're going to have a great Christmas, mate, and you fully deserve it. Hope you're well and you have a lovely Christmas with your wife, as well as everybody else who are looking forward to just knuckling down and having a good time over Christmas. And we'll be here to aid you in that process. Petra van der Ries. What did I do? Did I swear? Oh, okay. Here we go. Watch this now. It's gonna light up the sky. This is, look. He hasn't got his wing lights on yet. Oh. There he goes. Wing lights on. Almost look green. They're sort of like those stroby blue. Nice. Fire it up. get much more of an understanding of the speed that they're travelling in the dark, because everything else just goes pelting past it so fast. Yeah. Nice. High five. Oh, looks like this 350's possibly, is he, his wing lights are on, his nav lights. Left red, right green, port starboard and all that. Look at absolute show. Absolute biblical rain here in Langstone, South Wales, Michael Edge saying, wow. Interesting. Oh, Webbo saying you can almost see the exhaust heat centralise at takeoff. Okay, I'm with you on that one. So it squeezes, so to speak. Well, what he's saying is, I think what he's saying is you can actually see the exhaust heat at takeoff, as you can when you film through a sunset or a sunrise or something like that. You definitely can see the heat, the exhaust heat. It is an amazing sight. Someone's got it. TCC's got the Borat thing, Julie. EGPX, glorious sunset in Ayrshire. It's one of the things we do well. Might even get to see the planet conjunction tonight. Might want to go and see a doctor about that. No, I'm only joking. That's beautiful, man. I love looking up at the stars at night, man. I really do love. I love space, basically. The final frontier. Captain's log 1542-505. I spoke with Spock today. He told me he wasn't very happy with the fact that we only had digestives and that we don't have any Jaffa cakes. I shall put this into the captain's log. Zoe Black, the app works well all the time for me. Thanks, Jerry and Julie, for the fantastic show. And it's due to lockdown back in March that I became a member across the Big Jet TV, and I love it, Zoe Black. Thank you very much indeed. Great to see you all here, guys. Ukrainian International 737-800 in tomorrow around 11 a.m. First flew the new service to Kiev. It is operated by the 737. Ben Brown, thank you very much for that. Thank you. What? Oh. Architect Design, thank you very much indeed. Jake Jackson, John Grinham, John Ingham. I just received a wonderful book from the London Mint office called 100 Years of the Royal Air Force, which I have bought for my Christmas gift to myself. John, that's fantastic. And wow, what an amazing book that will be. And of course it will start not with the RAF, but the reserves, isn't it? The what was it? Raw Volunteers or whatever it might have been, but yes, no, it's the flying, the RFC, Royal Flying Corps, I think it was, that then became the RAF. So amazing men in their flying machines, literally from the early days, the onset of. I think it was the RFC was when they were flying in World War I in the Sopwith Camels and those the Swordfishes. Well, the Swordfish was actually Second World War as a torpedo aircraft. Anyway, whatever. Swordfish, a torpedo biplane. Ron Clark's been an astronomer for astronomy. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I love astronomy. An amazing app that you can get called Star Walk. As it sounds, StarWalk, Star Walk. It's a brilliant app. and has a really funky sort of like musical background note to it. If you want to run that, you don't have to run it all the time, of course, but it is incredible. You can zoom into galaxies and formations and see how big some of these amazing stars are. You know, like we're nothing in comparison to some of the stars out there that actually dwarf our sun as well. So there we go. Chris Godwin, torrential rain in Barry, lots of roads flooded. Well, take care, mate. Don't go out driving, just stick around. Craig Wharton. I think Gilly's more a Star Wars fan than a Trekkie fan. But no, I mean, I think the original Star Wars with Captain Kirk were good. Star Trek, yeah. But the new modern ones, you know, I've tried watching some of them, and they're all right. They just, I mean, I love the basicness of the old Star Wars, where you can quite clearly see, you know, that it's a set, and it's like the old school Doctor Who's, you know. Some programs should have been left as they were. I mean, a lot of people might be Star Wars Trekkie fans and all that, but you might say the same about Star Wars. You might get some real traditional old school Star Wars fans who are like, don't really like the modern stuff. But to be honest with you, I don't think there's going to be many of them around. But here's something, folks. I have to tell you. I was not a Star Wars fan until Gilly came along to Big Jet TV, and I've only recently, like, you know, in the last year, watched most of these Star Wars movies. Watched the latest one with Gilly, went up to York, and we went and watched it when it first came out. But I think it was about, it's got to be getting on for 6 months ago when you started talking about The Mandalorian, didn't you? About Baby Yoda and all that. And this is a funny story, ladies and gents. So Gilly's like, oh, I do Baby Yoda, it's so sweet. And I'm like, it can't be, man. It's just a little mini version of Yoda. All that squidgy, horrible face and like ugly, you know, this, that, and the other, and she's like, no, trust me, it's absolutely. I'm like, no, I just can't get into it, Jill. I don't know what you're talking about, Jill. I can't see Yoda, a baby version of Yoda, being cute, you know. And anyway, she's like, she's talking about The Mandalorian, which is a new series on. What is it on Disney? Is it? It's on Disney Plus, and it's The Mandalorian. And if you're at all into Star Wars, or if you, and get this, if you were into Lassie or any of those old films where there was always like a central character, you must watch The Mandalorian. And because as soon as I watched the first one, I phoned Gillian up and I was like, oh, look at the little man, he's so sweet. And the last one, man, I mean, the last one, it'll have you in tears, man. It will have you in tears. I guarantee it. If you ever watched Lassie before and you didn't cry at the end of Lassie, then shame on you. You must have literally, you must be cast iron, because you know, even Frankenstein. I was even sad when Frankenstein was like, you know, well, you know, he's chased up the hill by all those people who are wielding all them spades and shovels and picks and torches, and you're like, man, no, he's like, you can hear the fear in his and it was like, you know, and the whole building fell in on him, and you didn't see him die, but you knew he was dead, and he was scared, man. You know, he was scared. Anyway, but check it out, folks. The Mandalorian. We got there in the end. We got there in the end. Carl the astronomer's here. Hey! He's just come on, hasn't he? Just at the right time. Carl, did you hear me talking about, like, you know, I mean, some of the stars that are out there? And we talk about stars, folks, like our sun is a star. You know, it's a living, breathing star. It's just incredible how that much energy can go on for so many millions and millions of years before it burns out. Do you know what I mean? When you look at, like, you know, what is it that you, potassium, was it potassium when you had it at school and you put a bit of potassium in the water and it went around, you know, like, or what was it you stuck at the end, on the end of a pin, and you lit it and it glowed for like about 5 seconds or something, like really, really ultra bright. But you just think of that, but in the size of, we are nothing when it comes to, you know, the size of some of these stars. Anyway, whatever. Oh, Robert Mendes loved the Mandalorian finale. Was amazing. Yeah. No, we can't talk about it. Yeah. I can't. Yeah. Every time I think about it, it's like, you know, no, not going to talk. It was hard enough putting that bleeding edit together. I had to keep coming away from it, going, pretending like, you know, I was really hard like that. Look, mate, you can't well up like that. You're an hard man. You know, come on, son. Nick Grattan, billions, Jerry, billions, yes. Magnesium, there it is, magnesium. Thank you, Joe Perkins and Dan Patton. Thank you. Kevin, yes, watch Star Wars, but when you watch The Mandalorian, you'll understand what The Mandalorian is by having watched the previous movies. Phosphorus, Edward James. Oh, here we go. Dreamliner startup with Saudi Arabian Airlines, special livery, the Carpet G20. Electric start. No. That's interesting that he's definitely going out because he's got all his well, they do actually put their anti-collisions on the strobes, or the no, I know. So beacons on would signify that it may be going to gate, because they usually run the beacons before. But the fact that he's got his tail lit up and he's got his navigation lights at the tip of each wing. Oh, I think I might have just heard those start. Jane Elsan, no, I won't be streaming in 2 hours. I've got to get back. And also it'll be on the southern runway as well. We won't say it, Jane, unfortunately. Here we go. Wow. Eve is queuing to get into Morrison's in Cardiff. The car park is like a pond. Wow. So, no, Jane, my apologies. Paul MK, Beetlejuice is my favourite star. If it sat where our sun is, it would go out as far as the asteroid belt. Wow. Jupiter and Saturn are the closest they have been for 400 years now in the southwest, just after sunset. Yes, Ron, you can see it. And we don't need Brian Cox as a member, Carmen, because we've got Carl the astronomer, who's an astronomer, so he probably knows as much. The largest known star is UY Scuti. It's 1,700 times larger than the Sun. Oh my God, that is nuts, isn't it? Did you hear that, Johnny? See, why don't they do that in Star Wars? Why don't they go to planets like that, or to places that, I mean, you wouldn't be able to get within billions of light years of that star, would you? Because otherwise you just burn up. The largest known star is UY Scuti, 1,700 times larger than the Sun. 1,700 times. Couple of BA heavies coming out. Looks like a 777-200 and an A350-1000. Sirius is his favourite star, Ron Clark. The sparkly dog star. I think it's Mars that. Yeah. Yes. It's alkali metals like lithium and potassium that fizz in water, Ben Brown saying. Thank you, Ben. Plain Mad Dean. Rogue One is incredible. Was that the one that we went to see? Oh, that's the one I've got to see. Nicola H. Cosmos with Carl Sagan got me started. Sandy Humby did Marks and Spencer's this morning, 20-minute queue just to get in. I'm never going to get my Christmas lunch for one, am I? I'm never going to get it. I'm going to have a tin of baked beans. Oh, okay. Well, I need to find the nearest one then. I bet they're all out of bleeding, eh? I thought it was a skull and crossbones as well. Okay, that's quite a way. Hung Start 101. All the Group 1 alkali metals react violently with water. I have a chemistry degree. There you go. So come on, who had a chemistry set? I did. The little test tubes, and mind you, I never knew what to do it because I was bloody terrible. I would love to. I wish I could go back in time, because I love all that stuff now, but I was just not interested. Physics I was quite interested in because it was like, you know, but physics was a lot of like, you know, wow. He's up early, man. That's where you see the exhaust. It does look like skull and crossbones, doesn't it? Ha ha! Varshi cap. Have you? Wow. Oh dear. Okay, noisy old set of Trents on this puppy, I think. Or they might be GE90s, I don't know. Without being able to see this 777-200. Wow, EGPX once saw a couple of Jupiter's moons through a normal pair of binoculars. Blimey. That is really cool, isn't it? we go. Oh, I thought it was a go around for a minute. Sorry. Here comes another 200. You can hear it rumbling behind me. Listen. Can you hear that? Can you hear that on the feature link? That hum. Can you hear the hum? Oh, that's a shame. Yeah. I'm guessing they're GEs. A little bit of a growl, but not that tinny growl that you get from Rolls-Royce, unless it was a D-rated departure. Yeah, look at that exhaust. Oh, yeah. She's humming. Can you hear that humming, folks? Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. Egyptair freighter and cargo jet 767 coming out. Egyptair 330 freighter, folks. Time check, GP, please. Teddington, 2-ton test from Teddington. Oh yeah, oh, I think it's a okay, temporarily. Okay, interesting. Barnacle. Varshy shipmates. Oh, that's just a great shot, that, isn't it? That's proper sort of like, you know, stuff you see on TV, isn't it? That shot. What's that, GP? Just that little tight shot there. Blimey, it sounds. Weybridge in Surrey is, yeah, I know Weybridge. No? Okay. Which is the one that's open, GP? nice food hall, isn't it, that I want? Yeah, no, the garage ones are actually quite good. They've got almost everything apart from the bigger meals at the garages. Rolls Royces. That's Rolls Royce power. Listen to that. Yeah. That's two perfect examples. I might have got it wrong actually. I don't know if the previous triple that went out was a 200 with GE90s, and that one was with Rolls Royce. Trent 8s, I think, and there is your 330 freighter. And listen to the long spool up these Trent 700 engines. Nothing like it on the market. Just looking at those engine, looking at the nacelles, I think this is a dreamer. Wingtips. So he's got his head-up display on. Wow! Reach for the skies. Well, that's long. Typical long one from the Dreamliner. Yeah, see that exhaust shot, man. Hot exhaust. Okay, here we go. A330. A converted passenger jet into freighter, ladies and gents. Chiswick. Wow! You see how long that spool? I took about 200 yards before the engines were at full power, man. Or at takeoff power, should I say. Not full power. Hey, what's this? It's a little 737. It is a 737. Look at that. Is it 737 or is that an Embraer? Is it an Embraer? Just looking at those winglets, they look very Embraer ER190 styling. Or is it a 737? I need to see the tail. The tail fin looked very 737-ish. The vertical stabiliser part of it, that is. The leading edge. God bless you, Blair Mirelli, dental bit malarkey. Soon see. Darren Smith, has there been many short-haul aircraft today? Yeah, been a few, Darren. Upstart Crows, let's never look down Christmas. KLM 737, thank you. Ben Brown, it is a 737. Just the winglets threw me off a little bit. But as she was turning on, I saw the vertical stabilizer side-on profile, which made me think it's a 737. So this must be then an 800, I'd imagine. Got a new member, Robert Jacobs. Welcome to Big Jet TV, Rob. Robert! Yeah, so it's where Waitrose used to be, because Waitrose closed. Yes, I know where it is. I know where it is. I know where it is. Okay. Oh, that's a 700 Thunderbolt Dragon telling me. Thank you, Thunderbolt. Had a couple of US Navy P-8 Poseidons in the Prestwick circuit today. Wow. Oh, Sandy Humby saying, I wish I could cook for all of you big jetters. Well, what about just me? Only joking. Croatian 320 taxiing out. Thunderbolt Dragon telling us. Louis Sylvia Wood giving a shout out to Robert. Front wheel light now off, as was said earlier. Ron Clark. Airbus, someone correct me, believe 737s are only commercial airliners with exposed main gear, no barn doors. Yeah, the undercarriage door, well, what of it? What the part that basically protects the strut is they couldn't put doors, retractable doors, on the 737 purely because of the ground clearance, clearance. And that's, hey, did you hear yesterday when on Monday? Did you hear? By the way, Chili, did you hear Zane say, right, I think we've got clearance, Clarence? Did you hear him say that? But they did say it. They did say it. Oh, it's great, man. It's great. I'm going to reminisce about that Monday job for quite some time. I'm going to love it. Yeah. I think so. Yeah. Unless, of course, the guy that was. Yeah, but how do you know that one of the member of the public? Yeah. One of the. Yeah. Yes. It's an interesting looking aeroplane landing there. Oh, Finnair's little Embraer, I think. Yeah, trust me, man. Regardless of how much of a big man you are, or a tough guy, or anything like that, I guarantee it. If you watch the Mandalorian series, then make sure you got a big box of tissues right at the end. I mean, I didn't cry, but I was welling up big time, man. You know when you go to laugh and you go to cry, but then you laugh to sort of like laugh it off, you know. Like you almost laugh at yourself, like, stop bleeding, as if you're going to cry, you know, anyway. But it is great, man. It is a great series. I could Uber Jerry a Christmas dinner. Great Western Railway. Airbus A220 also has exposed gears. Oh, interesting. Okay. I wasn't aware of that. Thunderbolt Dragon, thanks for saying that. That's interesting. The A220 also does not have main gear doors. So just, I think the obviously there is a door, but it's attached to the leg of the undercarriage, which basically not only protects the undercarriage from debris and anything, water and all that getting sucked up into there. However, more importantly, it acts aerodynamically to stop. It stops maximises the airflow across that exposed part, if you see what I mean. All right. Oh, Melody watched the Monday show at least twice and cried. Oh. Did you say ex-leper? Oh, is that the 767 freighter coming out? Oh, yes, it is. So this is a very recently converted ex-passenger jet freighter, folks, and somebody saying earlier on that it was ex-Air France, Air Canada, sorry, which is why she still carries that Air Canada sort of like, I call it, it's like a bird's egg, like, blue, baby blue, sort of powdery blue to it. Airbus! Thanks for the follow-up, guys and gals, about the gear doors issues. Always learn something. We do. We always stop. Robert Jacobs, a few extra freight movements due over the next few days. Christmas Day, Air Astral, the Air Astral from 767 from Nairobi, ETA midday. Christmas Eve, Magma Aviation livery, also from Nairobi. Okay, what aircraft is Magma Aviation? It's not 747 Magma, is it? Yeah. Wow. Go on, son. Little Croatian 320. Gone full length. Look at that. Watch the exhaust. Watch the exhaust. Yeah. Oh, that's a great shot. Super smashing rear. Going to see that freighter appear shortly. It's great because it's still all in its. It's obviously been chopped about, and there she is actually. There she is there. You know, because like I was saying earlier on, when they convert a freighter, they don't just chop a hole in the side and put a door in there. They have to reinforce the floor. Certain parts of the substructure have to be reinforced as well. Sometimes undercarriage might have a modification fit to it, and of course the cabin area needs to be fully fitted out for the freight to be moved around in there. So specific freight linings and stuff like that, pallet flooring and tie down sections and all that kind of stuff. Chile, you know that you were telling me about, you can pre-order it and you go there and you don't have to queue. Can you go on it and see whether they've got any of those turkey roasts. No? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. God, blimey. Can you imagine the arguments at the front door? Oi! 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 The queue's back there, mate! Yeah, sorry, mate, I've pre-booked. Oh, yeah, you have you? Let's see your ticket. Well, mate, it's on my phone here. Do you want to have a look at my phone? You know, I can see all kind of arguments like that coming about. No, I'll try, man. I'll try. I'll go to that one now on the way back. I'll go to that one on the way back. See how we get on. Well, no, I would say the opposite way round. When people go to work and they come back from work and they're queuing up, so it's just. Right. Yeah. Good point. Good point. Yeah. You get more fresher stock. Yeah. Or first thing in the morning, of course. Early one morning. Hello there! Okay, here we go. A cargo jet 767. Listen to these CF6s, I think. Yeah, he'll have a bit of chicken. He'll have a bit of chicken. Oh, yeah. Closing out the show with an old school clanger. Yeah. So we might well have lost the jumbos, but we'll still get the rumble of those engines, man. We still get the engines, the RB211s on. Rarely the RB211s. Right, folks, that's your lot. Thanks for all your great comments. Thanks for all your shout outs. Oh no. Stupid boy. Are you serious? Simon? Simon, I'll take you up on that. What? Simon, I will take you up on that, mate. He's saying that apparently something about getting one over to me tomorrow. Or I can come pick it up. Did he say Reading? Did he say he's in Reading? Okay, well, we'll see. Yeah, no, definitely. But Simon, thank you for that. I really appreciate it. What I will do is I will try and get one from the new Staines M&S tonight. If I've got it, then at least I can sling it in the freezer. I might get a couple, and then I can get me Christmas puds from Sainsbury's and all that kind of old malarkey. But it's just nice to have something on Christmas Day that smells like a Christmas lunch, doesn't it? You know, because trust me, those Marks and Spencer's ready meal. I know it's a ready meal, I know, but you do have to sort of like, you have to cook the roasties separately. You put them in first, then you put the other stuff in, cook it at 200, la la la, and eventually it starts smelling like when you used to have Sunday roast with your mum and all that. And then you eat it. Yeah, and then of course the Christmas pud. But what time I'm going to have that on Christmas Day, I don't know, because I'm going to be out here with you lot while you eat your bleeding Christmas lunch. Hey, it's not fair, is it? But anyway, get a disposable barbecue for Christmas Day. Pids 1990 say, folks, thank you very much indeed. JB Tripports A34. Yeah, we're going to have a look and see what's happening on tomorrow, folks, because we do hear that there's going to be some interesting arrivals tomorrow morning. But we're not planning on a great big long show because I've got stuff to do tomorrow. Because tomorrow is Christmas Eve, isn't it? But thank you very much indeed. So we will see what happens tomorrow. Look out on the app, folks. That's what's critical, is you keep an eye on your app. Because you will get notifications. Notifications working for me today on Facebook and on the app as well. No doubt, I've got a little red dot on me YouTube thingamajig as well. We're gonna sign off now, but first of all, we'll get this final departure, which looks to me like a 787. This looks like a 787-10. Julie, is that right? Is this? No, it's a 787-900. Okay, here we go, folks. Let's get this one. One for the road. Oh, do 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 do. So. Something like that as well, mate. Bill, no. What's the engine exhaust? What's the exhaust from the engines, man? Look at it. Look at it. Wow, distorting the light. Look at the heat haze coming out of the exhaust. Yeah, you gotta love that, man. Love it. Right, you look after yourselves. Be good to the animals. Be good to one another. Yeah, may the good Lord be with you. Yeah, listen, folks, we will look out on your apps tomorrow around about we're hearing it about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, but yeah, blimey, you know, need to have a bit of a rest, you know, because it has been a bit of a crazy week, non-stop, and it's only Wednesday. But anyway, listen, look after yourselves, folks. Thanks a lot for your company. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your kind words, and thank you for being good to one another and just being great people. I'm so fortunate to have you guys, and you are so fortunate to have one another as well. And we come here. Right, I'll see you tomorrow. You know what that is? Oh no, I thought that was their Emirates 380. Definitely something pushing back the start. Anyway, take care, folks. See you later. Okay, GP.